All right, well, I'm excited to be back with another Teach Me How, and today I have Rania, who is a social media coach at Socialize That. She has her own very successful business doing coaching for brands and businesses and entrepreneurs. She has a super thriving YouTube channel, so she is basically gold for all of us who want to use video marketing. So I'm super excited that she's here collaborating with me. I feel like I got a huge treat in her being willing to join me for this series. And she is going to talk to us today about how to use video marketing and specifically social media video platforms like IGTV to enhance your brand presence online. So thank you for being here.
Thank you, Joey. Thank you for having me. You just gave me such kind words. So essentially, we are going to be talking about everything that has to do with video marketing, in specific with IGTV, and how you can actually like get more exposure, get more attraction in terms of getting people into your social media funnel, and at the same time, you know, be able to like later on convert them into, you know, leads and people that you can actually sell to later on. Because we're not hard selling on social media. But essentially, that's the primary goal, to get people into our funnel and then nurture them through it. And video does this so well because you essentially immediately connect with a person. So you look at the person, you start to find, automatically, your brain just starts to look for things that you guys can relate to. Oh, I like her smile. Oh, I like this about her. Oh, I like this about her. Indirectly, the person is not doing this on purpose, but this is exactly what's going to happen. Sorry. What jokes on air?
It's fine. We can easily.
Okay. All right. So essentially, when you're doing video marketing, you are going to be using this as a platform to get more exposure. Now, I know the first thing you're wondering about is like, oh, but like you just said, they're going to notice things about me, like this is scary and stuff. No, people usually notice the positive things about you at the beginning if they are good people. Most people are good people. Okay, so we're going to look at the positives. We're not going to focus on those people that are trolls that have nothing to do with their lives. We're going to be focusing on the people that are going to give us positivity and that are our ideal client. We don't care about anyone else. We just care about our ideal client. We don't care about what the neighbors think. We don't care about what other people are on the internet think. We just care about our ideal clients. And if we're giving them valuable information, that is way more than enough. Okay, so today I'm going to tell you exactly how you can use IGTV to start off with video marketing. Essentially, I wouldn't start directly if you're fresh, you're a person that has never been on camera. I wouldn't start it off with IGTV. I would start it off with Instagram stories, and then I would transition to IGTV. So I would give myself, let's say, 2 weeks of like every day getting on Instagram stories, getting used to seeing myself on camera, and then I would transition to IGTV. Now, with IGTV, it's a little bit more formal, long form kind of content. This essentially means that your content is going to be needing to be like evergreen content. So you're not going to be going on like stories like this is going to disappear. No, this is going to stay there. And because Instagram's trying to monetize it, because Instagram's changing the way that it's currently being searched, that tells you that Instagram's trying to keep this there. So it's going to stay there for a while. So that is why you need to be looking for topics that are essentially evergreen. So for example, in social media, I would not choose a topic that is like, let's say, I don't know, how to use Instagram in June, right? That's very specific. That's not evergreen. What I would do is like how to use Instagram to get sales, how to use Instagram to get more direct messages. That is always going to be there, right? But like just how to use Instagram in June for this holiday, for this specific thing, that is not essentially evergreen content. That would be amazing on Instagram stories or on posts, but essentially on IGTV, not so much, right? So how do you actually make this content interesting? So the first thing you need to do, you need to consider how IGTV works. So IGTV is not like YouTube. You don't go and search for a problem on Instagram, right? You are generally searching for hashtags, and just seeing the content that's there. So the first thing you need to consider is how people are viewing this IGTV video. They're going to be viewing it through the explore page in the IGTV link, or they're going to be viewing it by searching a certain hashtag and your IGTV video pops up. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to maximize where people will see this IGTV video. So essentially, how do you do this? You're going to need to be posting them in stories, in posts, as a preview, and in your IGTV video, and you're going to be talking about it, generally speaking, wherever you have in other social media platforms. So for example, on my YouTube channel, I mention it sometimes that I have an IGTV channel, and there I talk about marketing mindset. So whoever is struggling with marketing mindset would go to my Instagram account and watch my IGTV videos there. So even if they are not 100% interested, let's say in Instagram marketing or in social media marketing, they might be interested in the marketing mindset part, I would still be attracting people there. And because it's like a show, more people would generally show up to your IGTV since it's a show, because they don't want to miss an episode. And that way you get more traction and more people coming back for more, and essentially the follow that you're looking for, right? So Joey, you're using your IGTV channel right now, right? Do you feel like you are using it in the way that you're using YouTube? Like YouTube, for example, this series, are you like linking it together on IGTV? This series has episodes, right? On IGTV, do you have something like that?
I posted my first IGTV video last week. Like, I am a complete novice, and I don't totally understand how it works.
Okay. All right. So that's completely fine. So now you know that you need to like link the content, and it's similar to YouTube. The video part of anything is doing it like thinking of the channel as a series, like the Suits series, the Game of Thrones series. What makes the person go from this episode to the next episode immediately on Netflix? There is something there that's like, in the next episode, we're going to talk about this, this, and this, right? So you need to link them. Essentially, this won't work if you don't have a content calendar, but like that is the optimum goal that we're going for, right? We want to link the content with the next week's content so people can continue to come back and follow your page, because they might find your page outside of your profile when we optimize it the way that I'm going to teach you in a second. So that is essentially what we're going to be looking for. So when you are starting off your IGTV video, you need to use the first minute strategically. This is the most important part. The first minute is literally what matters the most. Past that first minute, if you got the person to watch past that first minute, you have them till the end, usually. Okay? So that first minute, you are going to, the reason why the first minute is important is because you can reshare it, or you can share a preview of the IGTV video onto your profile. Oh. So when you're sharing that 1 minute, people are essentially in their feed, they're not searching, they're just scrolling, right? And then your video comes up, and if it's like right now, Instagram TV or Instagram allowed us to share the lives to the IGTV, right? So if it's like the first 1 minute where it's like, hi guys, I'm going live today. Hi, Sally. Hi, Patricia. No one's gonna watch that, right? We need to cut that part out because people are not interested in that, right? That's why, like, if you're going to repurpose the live for an IGTV, you need to also think about the first minute, right? So you need to go into the content directly, and making it more entertaining would actually result in better results. So what do I mean by entertaining? So I have a video on my IGTV on my IGTV channel, and it's literally me being attacked by a tiger, okay? It has nothing to do with the video, okay? The tiger is literally the symbol of fear. Like at that time I was talking about like overcoming the fear of marketing. It is the most saved video. It is the most shared video, and it's the most viewed video on my channel for IGTV. And the reason why is because the first minute is like, oh, I want to see what a tiger has to do with marketing, right? And they go in and they see it. And your first minute needs to be entertaining like that. It might not be like with the facts of like video editing and stuff like that, but it might be with something that you're talking about, right? So like, for example, any kind of topic, starting off with a question makes a person want the answer. If they already know the answer, they're going to scroll by. That's completely fine because they're not your ideal customer for this video, right? So you're going to ask a question to intrigue, curiosity to get them to watch the video. Another way to do this is also like by doing like a very, against the industry kind of topics. Like for example, if I go on Instagram and say, your Instagram followers matter 100%, count them. Everyone in my industry says, don't look at the Instagram numbers, it doesn't matter, la la la. But if I say this, people are gonna be like, oh my God, she's saying something different. Let me see what she has to say. And they're gonna go in and like watch the video. So that is essentially what you're looking for. Now, that is how you're going to get more people from your following to actually see your IGTV video. Now, how are you going to get more people to view the video outside of your profile? So from the people that are not following you, how are you going to get them to find your video? Essentially, this has to do a lot with optimization. How you optimize the video, how you upload the video, how you put the cover photo for the video, how you write in the captions, and how you use the hashtags.
Sorry guys for the technical difficulties, but such is life, technology happens. So as I was saying, your YouTube videos or your other kinds of videos, if you're taking them from Facebook or from LinkedIn, are generally going to be like a horizontal video. You can put that into your IGTV, and I actually talk about more about this in how to edit your IGTV video on my channel. But there you can, on my like YouTube channel. So there you can literally figure out how you're gonna put up this video. So the video is going to appear in the middle because that's where it's gonna appear when you preview the content. So you want the video to be in the middle, and then everything around it should be like designed, right? So like you could put like a blue background. For me, for example, my brand colors are blue, pink, and yellow. So you can put the blue in the background instead of like the black block, right? It looks really like not done well. It can, it just doesn't give off like a good vibe where you feel like, oh, I want to watch this video. So that is essentially what you could do. And then you can add in like emojis and like the text, maybe like of the video topic that you're talking about and stuff like that. Like just editing in like any kind of like visual will help make the video look better. The reason why is because usually most videos we start off with like these videos, like just sitting here and talking, they might be too boring if there's nothing happening on screen, right? And if there's like not two people like talking and like there's essentially that's what you could do to make it more interesting. And then, so that's like the optimization. So how you set it up, how you upload it. And additionally to that, you're going to also need to think of how you're titling your video before you upload it. Because if Instagram later on, this works for YouTube, but if Instagram later on decides to implement the same search engine optimization tactics as YouTube, you should have these done for you for the past videos that you've already uploaded. So what this means is you just rename the file instead of like movie or whatever, you just rename the file to what the video topic is. So for example, let's say this, this video, it would be like how to do video marketing on IGTV. That would be what people would be searching for if later on Instagram turns this, turns this platform into a search, like a highly searchable platform. So that is essentially what you do with optimization. There's a little bit more of technical stuff, but I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to confuse anyone. So this is enough for you to get started. The second thing that you're going to need to pay attention to is the title of your video. It is not like YouTube. You don't go on Instagram and search for a video topic. You go on Instagram and you search hashtags, you search for people. So you do not need to be like, how to da-da-da-da, or Instagram tips, how to do this, like you don't need to actually set it up as like search friendly. What you need to do is you need to make sure the first couple of like characters show up and are like that for the person that's reading it to know what this video is going to be about. So essentially, if you're going to do a video about Instagram marketing, okay, I'm using Instagram because it's like, this is the topic we're talking about, right? So if you're going to be doing a video about Instagram marketing and how to get more sales, you're going to be like, getting more sales with Instagram, or getting more sales with IG. You know, like you're going to need to write something that's going to attract them, and they're going to see it and they're going to be like, okay, this is it. You know, this is what's going to solve my problem. And essentially this headline is the first hook. So it's going to be the first thing that people are going to see in the caption, right? Before they click more. So you need to make sure that you've thought about it when you're posting it on your IGTV channel, and you've thought about it for when you're posting it on your actual feed. Okay. So after you do the headline, you have the caption where you talk about what's in the video. So essentially you would have like talked about the, you would have talked about what you're going to be talking about in the first minute, right? So like you're going to be like, hey guys, my name is Rania, and today I'm going to be talking about how you can use IGTV so that you can get more exposure, more people into your funnel so you can make more sales. That's essentially what you are going to be talking about and who you are. The one thing that's also missing is who you're helping. This video is perfect for people who are struggling with getting on video as a beginner, for example. So that would be like the structure of it. For the first minute, you get them, you hook them in with like whatever you're going to do with like to entertain them at the beginning, and then you tell them who you are, who you're helping, and what you're going to actually help them with, right? And it doesn't have to be in that specific order, but you would need to be starting off with that. And in the caption, you're going to also touch up on that, because sometimes your audience doesn't watch the video and they just go to the caption directly. There's not a lot of people that do that, but if there's 1%, you grab them with the caption, right? And when you are doing the video, so we did the headline, we did the caption, we also have the thing that's going to make our video searchable, right? So people can find us outside of our pool of Instagram followers. We need to put hashtags, and this, you're going to need to go into the hashtag research and how to, like, if you're not getting good reach with your hashtags, it means there's something wrong with the hashtags that you're using. And I talk more about this in an Instagram guide. We're going to link to it in the description box below. But essentially, you need to know what hashtags work for your account and for the types of posts that you're posting, and who, like, your ideal customer needs to actually be searching for it, okay? You don't want to do hashtag love, hashtag beauty, hashtag like some like huge hashtag. You want to do specific hashtags that are solving specific problems. That way it's more targeted, and the people that land on your video are essentially going to be the people that matter the most. And then the most interesting part and the most important part, well, it's not the most important, but like most important part for us business owners is the fact that you can actually put a link that's clickable in the IGTV, right? So it's not clickable in the post, but when you go on to IGTV, your ideal customer can literally click the link in the caption. So when you use Instagram stories and you promote your IGTV video, you can get the swipe up feature, and then you direct them so they get swipe up, they go into the IGTV video, and then there you're going to be talking about the IGTV, the topic that you're doing for IGTV, and then you're going to tell them click the link at the top. You're going to find a link there, and you can go to get this freebie, or get this, sign up for the training, or sign up for the program that you're trying to sell. That way you have a clickable link literally in the video, so you don't have to get them to like go back to your profile and then go into the link in the bio and then go through the different links that you have with Linktree. So it's just like directly click this link and you're going to get the freebie that you're looking for. Okay, so that is essentially what you need to do in terms of your content and how you're going to be using it. Now, in terms of the structure of the video and how you script it and how you edit it, I have videos about that in my on my YouTube channel. There's literally an IGTV playlist there, so I'm not going to go back into that content. You can check it out there, and it's literally breaks it down for you, like exactly what you need to do. And I've tested out the script with so many clients, and all of them got such amazing results. Like they would get like 100 people watching the video, and then after they implemented the script, they get like thousands of people watching the video. Okay, so but you need to promote it. So for example, on my channel, I don't promote it enough, even though I know I should, right? I should tell them hey, listen, this is posted. No, I should post it onto my Instagram profile. I should talk about it on my stories when it's uploaded, give them the swipe up feature, and then I should talk about them later, right? I should also mention, like, if there is a topic that I'm talking about that people can benefit from, and it's in my IGTV video, I should tell people, hey, listen, if you want to learn more about this, it's in my IGTV video. It should be strategic, right? And at the same time, I should be using other platforms like social media platforms or email marketing or websites and telling people, listen, I have this video, you can check it out there. And the good thing with IGTV is that you can also embed it in your website. So you can make like a mini video blog on your website with the IGTV. So that is essentially what you could do with your IGTV channel. And of course, the thing that everyone is now interested in, which is monetization with your IGTV video. Monetization is super interesting to a lot of people. There is a lot of criteria. You do have to have a business account. You have to have business or a creator account. And there's like, the rules are not 100% clear, but from what Instagram has released. So I don't care what other gurus are saying. I care what Instagram's saying. Instagram, tell me what you want, I'll do it, right? So Instagram released monetization on Facebook and monetization on Instagram. And they tested it out, and you can literally apply for the monetization program, but there are policies and rules that you need to follow. So you need to read those first, and then you apply to it. And essentially what it is there's an ad that appears within IGTV, and if people watch it, you get paid. Right? Just like YouTube. Another thing is like how they actually, like give out the money, like how do you get paid and stuff like that? What's the rate and stuff like that? It's also like YouTube, based on the category that no one knows, there's going to be different pricing, right? And essentially Instagram is really good at this, copying other people and, implementing it into their platform. So I'm pretty sure that eventually Instagram is going to make a way that IGTV videos become more searchable, and they search based on title, not on the hashtags or the creator name as it is right now. So that is essentially what we need to be paying attention to, and really just like preparing our audience members and preparing our videos so that once monetization is there fully and you can literally benefit from it, you are already ready, you are already doing everything, and it's not just weird for your audience, like, oh, she's doing IGTV because she wants to make money. No, you're already doing IGTV before, right? So that's essentially what we're looking for. So that's what we're going to be talking about for today. If you have any questions, let us know in the comments section below. And Joy, I want to ask you, do you have any questions in terms of all the content that I just shared with you?
I have only questions. I was like writing feverishly. No, I mean, it's all doable, and you communicate it so well. Now it's just a matter of like, all right, now go do it. Like create a system so that every video goes through these steps, just like we do for YouTube, where it's like, I have the script and I know the CTAs and, the structure, and then the watch next and all that. So I think,
But the difference between IGTV and YouTube is YouTube essentially has more of a, like, it's way more, how do I say this? Like, it's way more planned out. IGTV doesn't need to be like that. It still works even if it's like this kind of video. Like, it doesn't have to be fully like full on production, So
which I like, because that can be, I think, a barrier. I think of my own clients, like if you're a small business owner, you're an entrepreneur, and you're not super comfortable on video to begin with, getting a camera guy, getting the sound right, doing the editing, like that is a barrier. Like, most people at that level are in their startup phase or pre-launch, like they don't have the bandwidth to pull that off. So it's definitely like IGTV could absolutely be the right alternative.
For sure. So for example, for me, when I first started on YouTube, my first video took me 8 hours to edit. 8 hours. Like, I was literally sitting there for 8 hours. Like, I was like, this is too much work. This is not even like putting into factors like the research, the scripting, the filming, But eventually you get better at it, but you have to start, right? Because like,
and I think,
the more you do video, the more easy it is for you to talk and have conversations, and like, there's more confidence with it. Just as long as you get that point, that like past that point of you getting used to seeing yourself on video. And essentially what can help with this, because a lot of people, like I know my clients struggle with this, and I'm pretty sure Joy, your clients struggle with this as well, is that they don't like to see themselves on camera. But the thing is, when you're doing camera, especially in this format, like vertical format, you are looking directly at the camera. You don't even see how you look. You can see someone moving here like this, you know, but you can't see essentially yourself. Right. You can see it later, but like, that's fine. So like you look confident, but like, you're like, oh God.
Black circle right now. I'm not even looking at you or me. I'm pretending.
Yeah, exactly. That's how we do it.
Yep.
Definitely.
Well, I think this was super helpful. So I'm going to have my work cut out from you writing great show notes for this, because, or a great YouTube caption, because I think you covered so many awesome things. And I think, I absolutely need to schedule a coaching session with you to get my mind around like, all right, let's create a punch list for how we need to start, working with this platform. Because I think you're right. I think it is only opportunity. And if you consider, I actually talked to the client about this a few days ago. Like, she was like, man, if I had started YouTube 10 years ago, I'd have it made in the shade right now. And I think, okay, IGTV may be that opportunity. Like, if you get in, like you said, like you get in now and start, getting some social proof and credentialing yourself and establishing your channel, it could have really long-term benefits. So
definitely.
Awesome, great.
And essentially, just one last thing, you would also like prepare yourself for when Instagram Reels comes out. Have you heard of Instagram Reels? Like, it's the competitor of TikTok. So it's like literally the copy of TikTok on Instagram.
And
like,
everybody's so like scared of TikTok right now. So
yeah. But listen, like, TikTok is a good place for organic growth, but you're still needing to get them off the platform to somewhere else to sell to them, because it's not a selling platform. Whereas Instagram's still like a little bit between the two things. So for me, for example, I could spend time on TikTok, but the thing is, TikTok is extremely hard because you have to be extremely creative with it. Like, you can't just sit here and like have this conversation and, like, you can, but like, it's not going to be as viral as like you doing something like amazingly, like, wow, like, that's entertaining, but it's a good place to start for Instagram TV, because when Instagram Reels comes out, you have Instagram TV like ready and down. And because you have Instagram TV down, you definitely have Instagram Stories down. So then Instagram Reels comes in and you're already like rocking it, right? So like, that's essentially what we're looking for, to have the platform working for us, instead of us like all the time like worried about the platform and like worried about the new thing that's coming out. No, let's worry about what's here right now, do our part in it, and then later on we can just like optimize it, we can make it better, and so on and so forth.
I love that. I think that this was immensely helpful, and I think people will be inspired and motivated to get their act together start working on the platform for sure. So thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. It was generous of you to share it with us, and I think all these ideas were very generously shared with great expertise and polished, and I think there's a lot we can implement right away. So awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, definitely. And if you want to take this step, like to take this a step further, you can definitely check out the training that I'm hosting online. Just go to socializethat.com/training. We're going to put it in the description box below. It's essentially how you can actually link, your IGTV, your Instagram, and all your efforts on social media together with your email marketing, and like get people into your funnel, or like attract them into your marketing. And then later on to be able to like talk about your offering without it being like sleazy and so on. So like, that training is beneficial for anyone that is essentially has a good offer and it's out there, and they're just like, they're on social media, but it's just like, they don't know how to link it together. It's not 100% like, what do I do with this? That training is like perfect for you if you're struggling with that. So definitely check it out. And thank you so much, Joy, for having me. I really had such a fun time with you.
Good. All right. Sounds good. Thanks. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much.